but let me hear it.
Yo, good having you guys. Tell the world you guys' name
So,
before we get into this shit and tell them what you guys do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Eduardo Flores, and go ahead.
My name is Jessie Sanchez, and we're Ode to the Past.
Yeah.
Ode to the Past.
Co-owners.
So, what is it, like a clothing company?
Yeah.
Resell vintage clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Resell vintage shoes, clothes,
Hats, jeans,
anything, man. Yeah, honestly, anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How'd you guys start it?
Individually, we started probably like 2017, 2016. We just started. We were just really into just fashion. We just little by little, we just kind of started messing around with our style, and then with that we kind of found vintage, and then I feel like from there together it just kind of took off. Like individually, we both fell in love with it.
Yeah.
We were collectors for a long time.
Yeah.
We collected for at least 2 or 3 years before we became sellers.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, we had separate pages for a while.
Okay.
And then finally, more recently, decided to come and make our own page. We've been selling, we've been in the community for like 6 years, going on 6 years now. It's been kind of nice.
A lot, yeah. That's
a little bit since in high school, a little out of high school.
Yeah.
But we've been pretty consistent with it, and it's only been getting better every year, really.
Yeah.
Every year we get more and more pop-ups. Every year we get more and more profit. Every year we get more and more inventory.
Yeah. Yeah.
It becomes like a hoarder problem almost sometimes, but it's a fun problem to have.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for a while now.
Yeah. So you guys have a lot of customers, or are you guys just like?
Yeah, man. Because of a lot of the pop-ups we've been blessed to do,
What was the most recent pop-up you guys did?
We were just in Las Cruces, the Valley. I forget what his full Instagram is, but I know it's like the Valley LLC. I don't even know if it has LLC, but
the Valley.
That he's a really cool guy. That
they have a monthly pop-up out there on Cruces.
Oh, okay.
We go out there every month.
We just started going out there.
Yeah.
That one was the most recent one. We do a few here in Albuquerque. Shout out to Banco anytime he does one.
Oh, yeah.
He always invites us. And also the homie Secret on 4th. What are the other guys that do?
Our homie Booney works with them and set up pop-ups before. We stay busy. We stay busy for sure.
Thankfully.
Yeah, we got another one coming up October 6th. And then the 7th, we'll be in Cruces again. We've done back-to-back like that. I like doing those ones. But yeah, we got one on the 6th and one on the 7th. Yeah. We've done that before. It's always fun getting those, staying busy,
Yeah.
We call it our other job, you know what I mean? It feels like it,
That's fire. So, is that taking up most of your free time, or do you have free time, or is it just strictly that?
No, I'll speak for myself when it comes to this, because I feel like I definitely still have a good amount of free time. You want to try to prioritize your health, at least, you know what I mean, so you're not always just in the grind, because after that it kind of, you either get bored, you fall out of love with it. I feel like if you keep your body active, your mind active with other things, it helps that just be better, so
it's about longevity. I think for us, like we have a mindset of staying in the industry for the foreseeable future for a long time, you know what I mean? But like you said, we definitely prioritize our fun time. We chill a lot.
This guy trains at a boxing gym. He helps train the kids.
At a boxing gym,
Which one?
Duke City Underdogs. Yeah.
Where's that one at?
Up on Lomas and so horrible with the cross streets.
It's all good.
Lomas and San Mateo, kind of. They're kind of up there, but I've been there for a while with them, and the guy I work with over there. The reason why I'm one of the trainers over there, I met him through our vintage community. He met us at one of our pop-ups, and that's the big thing with us too. Our networking is just we've gotten to meet and work with and be friends with a lot of really awesome people here in town. You know what I mean, and outside of Albuquerque too. And it's a blessing. We're into it. We're collectors, to be fair, though. You know what I mean? Like, I know that, at least I can speak for myself. I feel like I'm a collector more than I am then a reseller to some extent. But we work hard in the reseller for sure too. So we definitely do a lot of both for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys said you started in high school together?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah,
It came into fashion.
Because we'd always just hang out together, man. Like this guy, he's been my best friend since fucking many years now, dude. Like going on probably like 10 plus years, you know.
Yeah.
And that it was just something we'd always do together. You know, we'd go thrift together, kick it, blaze it, just bullshit. And little by little, man, we just started meeting more people that sold vintage, and we started collecting hard. And then it wasn't until this year where we're like, dude, because we would always do pop-ups together. We would, you know, as our own separate pages. But I've always felt like we just work really good together, man. When it comes to like if we go hit yard sales together, like it's cool that we can, you know, like we can just work really well out together. You know, like just yeah.
We've been there for a lot of our coolest finds for sure.
Yeah,
each other.
and it's always been together. Exactly,
Yeah.
like all the cool shit, the biggest shit's always been together. So that's why this year we're like, bro, why don't we just do this together?
There's not many, I don't think there's very many partnerships in this community, particularly only because it doesn't really lend itself well for that. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna come up on something, it feels cool to know it's just you doing it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, you know, we both love seeing each other come up. You know what I mean? And that makes it that much more. You know, we have other eyes. You know what I mean? I have a separate set of eyes looking out for stuff for when I'm not looking. It's vice versa. You know what I mean? So we're always staying busy when it comes. I was out in Austin this last weekend, just on vacation, but still out there working, networking. I'm hoping to get a.
We might go sell out over there.
I'm hoping that's an option
In Texas?
in Texas. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
we're hoping El Paso, but that we were, like I said, I was out there in Austin talking to people out there, and that's hopefully in the future. You know what I mean? Sometime this year. So yeah, it's just one meeting at a time, one pop up at a time. We do really well at our pop ups. That's where we, most people will recognize us at our pop ups for sure. You know.
So you guys just selling like just shirts and clothes, or like what?
Yeah, honestly, it first started really hard off of just like, just tees, graphic tees, pants, hats. Recently, we're trying to kind of get into sneakers, like not like try to hit on them, like on, all the apps and shit like that, but just whatever you can find at a yard sale, whatever you can find at the thrift, like we'll get that and try to
clean and resell.
Yeah.
We've sold few pair of shoes now, but definitely our strength is in vintage clothes, shirts, jeans. We do well with jeans. We've had a lot of denim. We do well with that. Yeah, a lot
So
of
you guys make them? Like
no, find them, thrift them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we eventually. That's hopefully in the future too.
Try to design our
We've
own
talked about
stuff,
that a couple times, wanting to either just stress things, directly. You know what I mean? Make things older, dye them, and kind of stuff like that. But
don't you need like a cricket for that, or is it something else?
What's a cricket?
Isn't that what it's called? No.
It's like screen printing things or what?
Oh, I'm thinking of something else.
Oh no, there's a lot of different ways you could do it. We could. There's screen printing stuff. We could do a lot of like stuff that's gonna take investing to do, but
Because
other methods is like burning stuff, man. I've seen people just burn stuff and make it look sick. You know what I mean? Like
I feel like
dyeing with
what we
bleach.
do is kind of easy because we just go and look for the clothes and then we're like, all right, this is cool. Try to sell it to someone.
Yeah.
But eventually we would want to try to, maybe make a logo like the homie Booney. Like this, he made these shorts.
Yep.
And he's also
Shout out
done
to
stuff on like vintage blanks. So like in a way that's kind of where like the vintage world meets like
fashion.
making your own streetwear brand or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's eventually we would want to get into making our own thing. That'd be
pretty fire.
sick. Yeah,
We have a lot, with that
There's a lot of
subject,
ideas.
we have a lot of brands that we have worked with, and we want to just sell directly to them too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's so much for all of us out here, man. Like we all can eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's and especially when it comes specifically to just finding old clothes, like there's just a bunch out here, man. Like
we know a few guys that like another homie in Texas. I forget that homie's page, but he screen prints really cool tees. And it'd be sick if we can just find like 20 vintage blanks and we're like, here, bro, like we can do like a little collab, like Ode to the Past, and I forget that homie's page. Banditos.
The Banditos.
And like they can screen print their stuff on like vintage tees, and it's,
yeah.
that'd be,
There's definitely a market for that. So
Yeah.
hopefully getting there eventually.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do like on your free time? Like whenever you guys are not doing your shit?
I just besides our regular 9 to 5 too, because we both still work full-time jobs. I skateboard, rock climb. That not
You
much.
go rock climbing?
Yeah.
Like actually like in a mountain or like on a hill?
Not yet.
Oh.
But there's a gym here in town that they just have like cool routes and all
Isn't
that.
that like Stone Age or
Yeah,
whatever it's
yeah,
called?
yeah.
We both go
Shout
there.
out Stone Age.
Shout out Stone Age. Yeah, yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, same rock climb.
Oh.
Boxing gym mostly now though.
Spend a lot of time over there.
I have been trying to spend more time over there.
It's fucking sick.
I like working with the little ones. You know what I mean? Like keep me in shape. Definitely got a lot more energy than I do, so definitely good working with them. Really our business is like our real second job. We really do definitely devote at least another 20-30 hours to this, hopefully a week, trying to source, post, working, collecting, organizing, cleaning, you know what I mean? Like it's fun though.
And,
you know what I mean? I wouldn't have it any other way. You know
and that's why like earlier I kind of said like I love that we both do other things on the side, man, because it's as much as it is a second job, like we're not stressing over it, you know what I mean? Like we haven't really put all of our eggs into that basket to where it's like
our only thing.
Yeah, like it's kind of nice to go in and out.
Yeah.
But like we're always in, with the community, but it's cool to like just have a day to yourself or whatever, like do your hobbies and stuff, like so we're not just
there's a lot of guys that do this
because we don't want to fall out of love with it too, you know what I mean? Where it's just like where you can just tell we're trying to sell shit because like we need the money, I think some of the customers we've had, the reason, or even some of the friends we've made, the reason they like us a lot is because they can tell we actually really love this shit. Like we nerd out over shirts, you know what I mean? It's like the nerdiest shit ever to be like, oh, this shirt's so awesome, like but
yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, it has been fun to get into our specific niches too. I like that we have like definitely a different style. For really early on, it was stitching that got my like attention. Heavy stitch wear shirts, knowing that somebody took
is that all stitched right there?
Oh yeah, dude, this is all hand stitched. Like
that's pretty fire.
Somebody took the time to like make this shirt. You know what I mean? And then like it grew. The world vintage.
Shout out Vintage on Canyon.
Vintage on Canyon. We've known Mike for a long time, but we've been blessed to get a lot of amazing
and like,
shirts.
Even this is still a hobby to us. Like it's hard when we go to events. We're like, all right, like we sometimes tell each other like, bro, we can't spend money because like as much as we go over there to make money, bro, we're collectors at the end of the day, dude. Like we love this shit so much that we'll end up spending all the money we made because we're just nerding out over shirts and shit,
We'll walk away from the event a little negative.
Just
because we invested so much in stuff we wanted, you know what I mean? But it's the fun part of it being a collecting is knowing that they're investments at the end of the day, truly. You know what I mean? Like I was just out in Austin, and you know what I mean? Before we went out there, dude, I definitely took a bunch of shirts and made some moves, made some sales right before I went out of town, you know what I mean? Definitely to make sure I had that extra cash in my pocket, you know what I mean? So that was, it's definitely nice to just know I have it and ready if I want to, cash out or whenever I need to get that extra cash. So it's definitely all investments. So.
So when you guys started, like when you guys came together, what was that, high school, right? Or was it after high school?
It was a little after high school for sure. The page, our like business together now is fairly new. Started this year.
Yeah.
But
Did you go to the same high school?
Yeah, we did.
Where'd you guys go?
Trisco.
Trisco, we went to Trisco for 4 years. We were friends all through high school, and it was.
And because that's kind of the thing too, like technically this year is the first year of our page, right? But like we started working together probably 2020, dude. Like when the pandemic started, man, it kind of, that's when all the thrift stores shut down, dude. And at that point we had so much inventory because that was like in the heyday of our collecting.
Too much inventory.
Yeah, we had a lot of shit. And dude, we'd literally go to fucking random parking lots and we'd just post up. We had racks that we found at some warehouse, and we just started selling at and like we made our own pop-ups basically. Like we would literally just post up at a parking lot and we're like, well,
You guys still
we're
do
here.
We had
No, but we want
kinda
to
want to,
again,
yeah.
dude, because it was
We
there
got
was
kicked out, and
Yeah,
once you
man.
get kicked out a couple times, you're just kind of like,
yeah.
but you know,
But that was really cool too, man, because like we literally would see people at a red light and they'd be looking at our stuff and like we'd be like, come through, dog, like come through, like fucking
waving
come through,
down,
man. Like it
get
was
over here.
that was really
We're
fun.
on
So
Central, bro. You guys
We were on Central.
Yeah,
Central
it was-
and Atrisco.
it was Central and Atrisco,
Central.
yeah.
Not the greatest part of Central, but you know, we were up on Central, and it was, you know, we had a nice little area there for a little while.
So I guess that's when you can say like we started working together,
For
like
sure.
2020, like
For
that.
sure.
That's when
We were thrifting together, but that was when we really like started
Yeah.
working on reselling together. So
Yeah.
that was definitely a big leap for us.
There's a little dog running around.
oh, get home, puppy,
I saw it too.
get home, doggy.
No, that's dope though that you guys started doing that, bro. Because I've seen like you said, Banco.
Yep.
I was supposed to do an interview with him too, but she never went through. But
I hope you
eventually
get to, man. He's a great guy, man.
He's one of the
He's
big
really
dogs
helped
in
us
town,
out a
for
lot.
sure.
Yeah.
When I was making music, I did my first show at his grand opening there.
Fuck yeah, dude. I didn't know you made music. That's fucking sick, man.
I don't really make music that much anymore, but
Yeah.
I kind of will. But
You still dabble in it?
Bro, like it's just cool though, because obviously like you're still doing creative shit. Like it's fucking awesome, bro. Because I don't have an Instagram. Like, well, I have our Instagram, but I don't have it on my phone. And he told me who's interviewing us, bro. I looked up your YouTube, and I'm like, I just love that you know, I didn't know you made music, but it's cool how you're still doing something in media, you know, like that. You're not letting that shit stop you. You know, it's fucking sick, man.
if you want to see the video that I did,
There you go.
it's called.
Sorry, audio listeners.
It's called 333.
Bet.
Just look up BNJI and type in 333 shot by Fabrice.
Bet. All right.
He's a videographer out here. He's been filming a lot of artists.
That's cool.
I think he might even do like say like you might want to do like a commercial or something, like a trailer or
Yeah.
whatever, like for like your videos. I mean for your
Page.
Hey,
your
that'd be
page
sick.
or something. He can
Yeah.
make some good high quality. Bro.
Fuck yeah, man.
We think about advertising, man. Trust me. We got goals because I used to hang billboards. I used to do that back in the day. I always give you shit because I always find a way to mention this somehow. But I used to hang billboards back in the day. But I have a goal for our page, particularly, is eventually get our fucking shit hung up on some of those fucking old ass billboards I used to have to hang. I'd love to be able to have my
that would be a
advertising
flex.
on those boards that I used to fucking work on, dog. Like, I hate that job. Don't ever work for Lamar. Shout out Lamar. That shit's trash. But yeah, our job now is awesome. So I love working where I work now. But dude, we're gonna have billboards up eventually. That's goals. But yes, sir.
Just keep on your guys' grind, bro. Don't stop.
Yeah, man.
Eventually, we'll all get what we deserve. You know what I mean? And just gotta put in the work.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
just gotta stay consistent.
You guys have been doing it for what, 6 years? You said.
This is our 6th year going on it.
Yeah.
6th year for sure.
It's been a
What do you
fucking
think's
minute.
changed like the most from when you guys first started?
Not to sound corny, but you can tell there's a lot of people now that they obviously see there's money in this, bro. Like that's why I say what we do is easy. Anyone can go to the thrift store and find a cool 90s shirt. You know what I mean? It might not be a band tee, your first tee that you'll find, but if you do it enough, you will find something that someone will pay 5-10 times worth that. You know what I mean? So you can tell now there's a lot of people that are just in it for the money. And like I said, I don't want to sound corny. That's cool, you know. Yeah. There's that. I mean, obviously, fucking thrift stores tax the hell out of prices now because they even see now that fucking people are making a lot of money off this shit, man. So there's that.
The community like jokes about the prices.
Yeah.
Like of 2019.
Yeah. Like,
You know what
it's,
I mean? Like,
it's
it's weird. Like, I don't know.
What else do you think's changed?
I don't know. Like, I'll say something that's changed for the positive in this community for sure within Albuquerque. I think a lot more people realize that networking around multiple different things and not just like trying to do just a vintage pop up. You know what I mean? Not just trying to just sell clothes at one place. Like doing like including music, including, you know what I mean, people who make, you know, food and stuff like that. Like including those other people who make stuff, including the guys that make the clothes and stuff like that. Other
like
brands,
their own designers,
and stuff. Yeah, it's very important to know that all of this stuff does transfer over. You know what I mean? It does cross over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we've gotten the blessing to meet a lot of the local artists out here, and we've sold a couple of them, which is even cooler. You know what I mean? And like,
and it is cool actually. You're right about that because the pop-ups now, like pop-ups a few years ago, like it's just all vintage sellers, but now it's vintage sellers, sneakers, like you said, people that make their own food, music, the clothes, designers. Yeah. There's like
everything,
dude. Yeah, it is really cool. It's like its own market now. Yeah. Like a pop-up here, it looks like a little flea market. You got a bunch of different cool.
Even when we go plants, to Las Cruces,
there was one cell that it was like a whole little like nursery in there. They had a bunch of plants
and they sold out, dog. They sold out, bro. You better believe everybody was walking out with a little plant, dog. Like it was
toys too.
The variety brings multiple people, bro. You know what I mean? And like you don't know who you're gonna sit and start talking with because of that kind of stuff. And dude, it's awesome. Like it's changed a lot. You know what I mean? We've done things differently now. I'd say since then, like I'd say the biggest thing that we've changed is like we would exclusively source from like Goodwill, Savers, but now like we have connections. We travel. We go out of Albuquerque and
we have plugs.
We have plugs.
We have thrift plugs.
It's fucking
wild to think.
We have people who just fucking give us clothes, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And like that, working like that is different. Like that kind of getting that kind of bulk and moving that kind of inventory is different.
That's what keeps you in the game too. Because
it's the hunt.
If you only rely on thrift stores, like it gets hard, bro. Because there's hundreds of people here in town that, like, I mean, love to collect, bro. And then if you take the collector aspect out of it, there's so many sellers here, So it's like you have to find different ways to get clothes, dude.
Everybody's doing it, man. Yeah. Like so many people are thrifting now. It's like, and don't get me wrong.
It's awesome though. It's awesome.
We stay consistent at the racks. You know what I mean? We try to hit Savers and Goodwill. When it's convenient, when it's money safe for us. You know what I mean? Because again, we got other bills, we got other stuff we take care of. But like, dude, you can't be fucking free, dog. You know what I mean? You go out there and you work and you meet those little cities, dog. You meet those little towns when people are just like, I got too much clothes, man. I need to move this, and you're like, I'll take it back to Albuquerque for you. Like that's a whole different thing, man. Because they would make trips. They, people would make trips down from a lot of those little towns to Albuquerque to donate their clothes because their little town's not buying everything. You know what I mean? They're not buying everything. They're not they're not moving everything. So, it takes a couple heads that are willing to do it. Yeah. To get out there and fucking do it. Yeah. Those are definitely the most profitable. That's definitely the biggest difference the way we move. Yeah. Compared to how we used to, for sure. Yeah.
How much do you think you guys have like sold? You guys went to a pop-up at like once.
The most?
Yeah.
The most for me was this last one. I can't lie. I think I made the most of this last one for me. It was probably close. It was what was it?
Like 400?
400, 500? Almost, yeah. No, actually, I think we made more than that. Never mind. No, we made more than that before.
At one pop-up, I made like 900.
You've walked away with 800, 900, yeah.
But and that's because we kind of still like we sell our own clothes too. Like more and more that our inventory builds up, like we're gonna be making money off that. Yeah, that's probably we've made at least like $500, like plus, yeah.
Yeah, that's it's nice. Nice.
So when you're trying to make it sell, you're trying to like, I don't know, just trying to.
You gotta tell the person they love it, man. You gotta make them feel like you gotta make them feel like they rock it.
We definitely have told people like, yeah, dude, that is the biggest part, bro. Like you just gotta talk them up because like
gotta be the salesman.
You see, dude, we get super salesmen at that point, dude. Because like there's people like you'll see them, bro. They'll be like, they like it, but it's like fuck, like because a lot of the times where people aren't used to spending like $40 or $50 on a shirt, and that's even like on the low end. We have stuff for like $10, $15. We have cheap stuff like. We're not trying to say we only have expensive shit, but we have stuff for hundreds of dollars, for one shirt, and sometimes if someone's looking at $100 shirt, they need a little extra nudge, just to be like, come on, bro. Like, you'll never see this again. And
it's tough.
Yeah. Sometimes and dude, I remember one time, we had a Carhartt jacket. We sold it for $120, and the dude, he even started talking us down. He's like, bro, you only found this for like, why does it matter? Like, why are you trying to? And I was like, bro, come on, like, we started. It was a funny little interaction where we're like, well, it took us a long time to find that. You're paying for the time it took us to find that, and I mean, eventually he bought it for what we asked. So, it's pretty funny. It's pretty sick.
It is fun to see someone change their mind. You know what I mean? Like at our most last one, I sold my last vintage Nikes crew neck that I had, and I had a bunch of these crew necks for a while, a bunch of these sweaters, and I had probably like 6, a bunch of different colors, and they all fit me too. They were all, didn't, but most of them would fit me. They were all fucking badass, dog. Slowly, I was selling them off. I just would sell one at one pop of one here, and I was left with one gray sweater, dog, and the thing was so nice. And I didn't want to sell it, dog. I really didn't. So if this girl's watching that interview, hope you like that sweater. But yeah, I didn't really want to sell it, but she was okay with giving me what I asked for it.
She came back though too.
She came back, right? And when she put it on, that was the difference too.
Yeah.
That's our other thing too. Some sellers wouldn't be like, try it on. We're always, dude, try it on, throw it on right now. You feel like if you feel comfortable in it. As soon as she put it on, she didn't take it off. So that was that you got to do stuff like that. You got to, again, we're collectors. We have a lot of stuff that I'm gonna find those crew necks. I'm gonna find better colors.
Everything all comes back.
It all comes back around, and I'm glad that she got a really cool sweater, and I'm glad I got to sell all of them. Each person, each one I remember selling.
It's cool though, because we'll play like wingman for each other too sometimes to make a sell. Like, because I remember when she was like thinking about it, I was like, yo, he sold one for like 100. And I was like, he's throwing you a crazy deal right now, because I forgot what you sold it to for.
80,
but I was like, you're getting a crazy deal right now. Like, my guy is not throwing deals out like this. And she's like, okay, like, it's cool to do that for each other. Because the same thing, he's done that for me, where it's like, come on, dog, like, you're not gonna see that again. It's cool when we. It is nice working wingmen
well each other. I like doing it specifically when we sell stuff. That's a little separate thing, but like when we're sitting there and I have somebody, like, it's fun, like having him talk to somebody, and then he'll turn to me and be like, what's the price? And I'm just, we'll do it vice versa, but sometimes just being the dude with the number, it's sick. 100, I gotta get a bill. You know what I mean? And like, the person's like, oh fuck, I don't know. And it's cool. It's fun. The selling part of it is like a whole fun, like another little thing with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, it's legit. Yes, sir.
I hope you guys do well, bro, and I hope it gets you guys in the future too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
Man. You got better equipment, more equipment.
No, this is awesome, bro. This is grassroots, bro. Like, we all start from somewhere,
I want to be right here again, too. This background is badass.
Yes.
Yes. Sick.
I really appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you having us, dog.
Jesse,
appreciate you, man. Eduardo.
Yes, sir.
I said that white as fuck.
I did too. Eduardo. All the Mexican homies, they'll roast me if I.
Yes, sir. Right.
We call it shout out to your guys' handles. Find you. Anything you want to shout out?
Follow our page.
Yeah, follow our page. Ode to the Past Vintage. Kind of a mouthful.
Kind of a mouthful. You'll see a cool logo. If you see a sunset, you're in our place. That's our logo right now.
Well, real quick, we do want to just shout out the homies that we have. A lot of homies that helped us get to this point, dude. And
big shout out.
It's one of those things where it's like we wouldn't be here without them, bro. There's a lot of great people here that have helped us, man. Gave us info, taught us, thrown us deals. You know what I mean? So it's
gotten us started, with a lot of our crazy pieces. Shout out our big homie Mike, our homie Creepies,
love you,
our
Mike.
homie at the Valley.
That's the homie from Las Cruces.
My boy Las Cruces. Our boy Booney. Our boys at Banco. Great Grails. Our boy Jude. Unfortunate Throwaways. Our boy Robbie.
Rob and Mike. Rob and Dom. My bad.
Rob and Dom. Much love,
and a bunch of other homies too, man. I was telling them. I was telling them, I was like, bro, we're going to have a crazy list. But honestly, anyone we interact with, bro, like, we love you guys. Thank you for helping us.
Any of the repeating customers, anybody who's bought one thing. You know what I mean? It's been a pleasure. So we appreciate you having us, man.
Shout out to everybody that's watched this shit to the end.
Bro, shout out View of Albuquerque, bro.
Shout out View of Albuquerque.
Oh yeah, say something positive before we end.
I love that. I love that you're doing that. Honestly, like, take inspiration from everything, bro. Like I feel like sometimes people they see something motivating and they're like, oh, that's cringy, that's corny. It's like, nah, bro, like take that inspiration in, man. There's so many great people that have done a lot of stuff that, you know, you can feed off that positive energy, you know, and try to add into that, you know, like it's a good way to try to live.
I like that. Find a homie that loves doing shit as much as me and my homie here, man. You know, and we don't do just this together, dog. We fucking play fucking video games. We fucking smoke, bro. We bull, dog. It's fun, man. Find a homie, find friends. You know, outsource, dog. Make connections. It's gonna pay it off. You know what I mean? Made a new friend today. We appreciate you guys having us, and we'll see you guys next time for sure. All right.
Y'all stay safe, stay blessed.
Have a good one.
Another episode.